Now, India's highest court has restored a law which criminalises gay sex. It had been overturned in 2009, but as they handed down the ruling, the two Supreme Court judges said homosexuality was an issue in which the court should not intervene. They said it was up to the Parliament to change the law.
We don't have the advantage of having the text of the judgment. We don't know the precise reasoning. But the operative order that was read out by the court is that the Delhi High Court judgment holding that Section 377 is constitutionally invalid has been set aside. We will take all legal measures. We will read the judgment and come to a conclusion whether it's indeed a setback or for us or not. It appears to be a setback, but we cannot say certainly now. But I can tell you the fight is not over. The fight will continue if the judgment is against us.
Parliament has a right to enact laws and also to amend the laws. And tomorrow, if the nation feels and if the Parliament feels that this is a provision which should be deleted from the IPC, they have a right to do that.
However, the Law Minister himself treading carefully with the Apex Court's directive, promising to take up the matter on the floor of the House, but refusing to reveal its stand.
See, it's the Supreme Court's prerogative under the Constitution to test the constitutionality of a law. They are exercising their prerogative. We have the prerogative to make laws. We shall exercise our prerogative. Legislature is the final arbiter of what that law should be.
The Supreme Court, whenever it renders a judgment or it gives an order, there is always very deep consideration to the issues involved. And it is inappropriate to react to a Supreme Court judgment off the bat. The judgment would need to be studied, it would need to be understood, it would need to be internalized.
At the end of the day, I think every human being has a right to live their life the way they want to live it. And therefore, I think it's not just disappointing, but it is almost contrary to the Constitution of India. That's my view.
Right. Ma'am, what do you make of what the judge said today? We are not sure if the court has commented on the morality of the issue at all, but what the court has said is that the Delhi High Court order is constitutionally unsustainable and it is now for the government to repeal Section 377.
Well, I would definitely throw back the question that this was not the approach that the court adopted over the last 5 years by a bench presided over by the same judge. This is not the approach adopted in all the policy decisions of the Government of India which have been called into question in court. They have never been deterred by the argument that Parliament has not done this or that, or that the executive has not done this or that, which is why I would throw back the question, why only when it comes to human rights do they defer to Parliament? They have not deferred to Parliament over the last 5 years.
We are tax-paying responsible citizens of this country and we don't want to be treated as second-class citizens in our own country.
ये फैसला ही अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है. हमें हमारा हक चाहिए और हम लोग इससे लड़ेंगे. इतनी प्रोग्रेसिव, इतनी अच्छी जजमेंट दी थी और अभी सडनली सब कुछ जो हुआ था वो सब बदल गया.
हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट के इस फैसले से सहमत नहीं हैं. हमको लगता है कि हाई कोर्ट का जो फैसला था वो ज़्यादा व्यवहारिक था, ज़्यादा साइंटिफिक था और ये जो मसला है इसको पूरा सोच समझ करके दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने जो है फैसला दिया था. तो इस फैसले को पलट दिया और इससे जो समाज में जो कुछ चल रहा है जिसको अप्राकृतिक लोग मानते हैं वो रुक जाएगा. हमको ऐसा नहीं लगता है.
So I'm disappointed at a personal level. This is nothing about politics. Yesterday, the Honorable Supreme Court did a great job with red lights. But today, on gay rights,